The never-ending truth.
Jumanji: The Next Level was directed by Jake Kasdan and stars Dwayne Johnson, Karen Gillan, Jack Black, and Kevin Hart. You know, I remember when Welcome to the Jungle was announced, and I probably did the biggest eye roll of my life. I ended up skipping it in theaters and just waited for the Blu-ray, but even then I didn't go purchase it, and I only watched it because a friend had it and I was bored. But I have to say, after watching it, I was genuinely surprised at how good it was. It had this really nice balance of humor that wasn't terribly over the top, and it was mixed with scenes that actually took the character situations seriously. I'd say that there are two good reasons why the last one worked. It was the biggest change going from a board game to a video game, so the rules have changed, and that's interesting. But two, the characters were legitimately fun to watch and get to know. So with this one, I was wondering, where do we go next? What's the next big push to take this story forward? What we got was a hook of, well, there's two old guys in this movie now, and okay, maybe we can work with this, let's see what happens. There were a couple of new elements that did keep the story interesting, like the switching the people between avatars, or how the avatars have new weaknesses. Now, I am not a man against humor by any means, I love to laugh. But sometimes this movie's humor just didn't let up. The movie liked to keep reminding us that there were two old guys in the game now. Two jokes of that, and I'm fine with that. They just kept reminding us, and I'm okay, the joke's done, move forward. Regardless of the reminder of the humor, the story of the two old guys was actually heartwarming and did pay off in a nice way, I think. But just like the movie Shazam, the problem is that it's a little bit overstuffed. You could take some of those elements and move it into the next movie. When the movie needed to get intense and build the stakes, it almost kind of like fast-tracked it to get to that point, and it just kind of came off forced to me. I didn't have a bad experience by any means. I did laugh, and I enjoyed myself for the most part. But by the time the third act rolled around, I was kind of looking at my watch. And while this installment was not as good as its predecessor, it did tease the next installment, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm intrigued with where it's going.